the old man accidentally found out. The real reason he couldn't have children for the past 20 years was because his wife had secretly been slipping sperm-suppressing drugs into his food every day, just so he'd never have children, and she could leave the family fortune to her own son. The old man was completely stunned. He had always believed she was helping him improve his health, even watched her prepare the medicine himself. Now looking back, he realized how foolish he had been. What shocked him even more was that they were plotting something even worse. They planned to drain all his savings, then have the wife use emotional breakdown as an excuse to force him to leave with nothing, and dump all the debts on him to avoid being exposed. The old man had to swallow his rage and pretended he heard nothing, then quietly returned to his room. Not long after, the unsuspecting group brought in a bowl of hot medicine. The son fake smiled and urged him to drink it quickly, but the old man coldly knocked the bowl over. The soup spilled and the bowl shattered on the floor. The son raised his hand to hit him, but the wife quickly stopped him, reminding him they still needed the old man's money to buy a house. So without another word, they dragged him to a real estate office, completely unaware their karma was catching up fast. At the office, the mother-in-law and wife were busy picking out properties and checking contracts. The daughter-in-law arrogantly bragged about the subsidy her man received. The mother-in-law chimed in, saying the old man should hand over his pension to the son. The old man let out a cold laugh and said, whether or not he gives it is up to him. It's no one else's business. The son exploded on the spot, yelling that the old man was ungrateful. The wife quickly shoved the contract into his arms, urging him to sign it. But the old man glanced at it with cold eyes, then tore it to shreds without hesitation. They were furious, and all started yelling at him, but the old man directly exposed the truth, and said in front of everyone that his wife had been drugging his meals for years. The wife's expression changed. She tried to play the victim and threatened to kill herself if he didn't keep quiet. The others all jumped in to scold the old man for being selfish. The daughter-in-law stepped forward pretending to be gentle, trying to gain his sympathy, but he had already seen through all of them, and threw her hand off without hesitation. Unexpectedly, the daughter-in-law fell to the ground on cue. The mother-in-law immediately screamed, accusing the old man of hitting her. The son was furious, grabbed the old man by the collar, and forced him to sign the contract. When the old man still refused, the son completely lost it, slapped him across the face, and threatened that he wasn't leaving without a signature. Then the wife joined in, and kicked the old man hard to the ground. She snarled, if you're not buying a house for our son, then kneel here all day. The old man struggled to breathe, painfully reaching for his medication, but the son coldly said, no signature, no medicine. Onlookers started condemning their behavior, but the group got even worse, kept shouting and forcing him to buy the house. Seeing the old man still wouldn't give in, the man picked up a heavy object, and was about to knock him out. Just then, a large group of people stormed in with authority.